Hello, Master Andrew. How are you doing?
Hi, hello Louis. I'm doing well and thank you for this interview.
Thank you for accepting this interview too. It's my pleasure. So, to begin with, can you give us a brief overview of your martial arts background?
I started training in traditional taekwondo in 1967 in Malaysia, and I also studied Chinese boxing and Kuntao Harimau, which is the tiger style, also in Malaysia. When I came over to the Philippines in 1972, I continued my training in Mudukwan Tangsudu, where I was able to become the club head and chief instructor for almost 2 years. Then at the same time, I also studied uh, double double stick arnis and traditional solo baston. Later, I continued my training in arnis, learning the Balintawak style under Master Tinong Ibanez, and later on under Master Nick Ilisar, who is now a Grandmaster himself. Since then, I've been teaching Balintawak Eskrima for the last 30 years.
Thank you for that answer, Master Andrew. You have a very wide experience and background in the martial arts. So, what makes Balintawak Eskrima unique from other Arnis styles?
Uh, One, Balintawak Eskrima specializes on the single stick throughout its training. It also specializes in close range combat and employs stemless strike, making the strike very fast and effective. It also uses hinge block, making the block fast, effective, and close to the body and ready for the counter strike. It uses economy of movement. Generally, it also adapts short and shallow footworks for optimum balance and mobility. And finally, it treats the cane or the weapon as merely the extension of the arm. Thus, it adapts well to bare hands combat.
Wow, those are good insights about Balintawak Eskrima. So, what makes Apo Balintawak, the organization that you are founded and headed, unique from other Balintawak styles?
Okay, first, we focus on circular footwork. Next, we also observe flow strikes versus the curvy linear strike as found in other styles. And we employ science-based approach in our techniques. Next, we emphasize on torque to generate power in our strikes, coming from the base of the feet all the way to the snap of the wrist as it strikes its target. Next, we are grounded and guided by a well-defined and institutionalized value system.
Dito sa gamay ka. Sila ka.
It looks like you have done a lot in Apo Balintawak. So, what was your purpose in creating Apo Balintawak?
There are several purposes why I decided to come up with this version of Apo Balintawak. One is to come up with a science-based practice in presenting the art and in teaching the art. Next is to come up with a sound value system for the practitioners so that they will be properly guided. Okay, the other purpose is to produce well-rounded, qualified instructors, grounded on moral and ethical values and not just technical skills.
In Balintawak escrima, every strike has a corresponding defense, and every corresponding defense has a corresponding counter. One defense is equal to one counter. Next demonstration would be the Corridas drills. Corridas drills are also called MLK. As you can see, the Corridas drills are developed to enhance the speed and accuracy of the Balintawak practitioner. It is called give and take because it is randomized.
That is a very noble purpose, in my opinion, and I hope you will succeed in your purpose. So, what is your advice or your message to people who are aspiring to become Filipino martial artists and want to learn the Filipino martial arts of Eskrima?
Okay, I would advise that they look for a good school that include in its curriculum a good value system. And once they have learned the art, I would also advise that they innovate the style to suit their personality and not the other way around in order to make the style more effective. And finally, I would advise that they work towards winning without fighting.